As a person of faith, I find it really interesting how different religions have different perspectives on what happens to a person after they die.
Religion is faith, and therefore believe in one God who grants eternal life to his faithful followers.
I thought it would be interesting to interview people from different faiths in order to see how their perspectives differ.
I chose to interview someone from a Christian, Sikh and atheist background, posing the question, do you believe there is life after death?
Life after death?
I do, yes I do.
I don't, no. There's no real evidence for it. Quite early on I was turned off of religion when I was about 8 years old, maybe even 9. I certainly hadn't hit double figures yet, but I used to go to Sunday school a lot and found that it was quite preachy and we were having a lot of ideas forced upon us, and I wasn't accepting of these. I didn't necessarily believe into any of them, and I thought that the way that religion was presented to me was quite aggressive, so I was turned off from it quite early on. So from that early age I have not believed in an afterlife, and like I say, there's no proof and there can never be I guess tangible evidence of it either.
I definitely think life after death is a thing. Like, I believe in my religion that once you die your spirit carries on, and the things that you did, like all the good things, will pass on to someone else and they'll carry on the good traits that you've done, and like all your bad traits will be forgiven by God, and your life can carry on through someone else. If it's like a family member or like a child, you will always have that, they will always have that something of you in them.
Yes and no. Life after death is, I don't believe there's nothing there for us, like after you die, like that's the end of it. But I don't believe in like heaven and hell like religion is. Like Christians believe that if you die you go to heaven with God, or if you've done bad in your life you go to hell. But it's something like that. I have no problem with other people having beliefs in faith of their own faiths and religions, but when it becomes an issue for me is when they start pushing it onto other people, like they're saying, this is the way I believe, everyone else must believe that way. It's like, I don't mind if someone believes in God, or like Allah or whatever other people's religions are, but like, it's their life choice, they choose to follow that, and people choose to follow everything, it's just their way of life. But if they start making it obvious and putting in everything like they do, saying, oh, God told me to do this, so I will do this, and like making it point blank obvious that they want you to try and believe as well, that's when I disagree and have to speak up about it, because I don't push whatever I believe in on other people, so they shouldn't push it on anybody else.
Opinion on other religions is I respect everybody's religion, and I'm a Muslim. I'm looking at other religions, and I have looked into other religions as well. Our religions are all quite similar, and like I say, I do respect everybody else's religion and their beliefs.
If you believe...
I definitely accept other religions, but I don't necessarily agree with some of the things they teach to other people. Like, in the Muslim faith, I don't always agree with what they preach to people, and I don't like how when they have like prayer time in the mosque and also in the temple, how females and males are segregated. I don't really like that. I think everyone should be equal, like in the Christian faith in a church. Everyone sits together, you know, like if you're female or male or whatever you are, if you want to be seen as, everyone's equal with each other and everyone accepts each other, whereas I don't agree with, in them faiths, you have the females sat in one place away from the males and the males somewhere else because they feel like males are going to stare at them, when really, like, women are trying to fight for equality in life, and I feel like they are carrying on the old traditions that people are trying to fight and get rid of, and I don't agree with how the segregation's still there.
Very respectful of all religions. I think sort of in the last few years, if anything, since 9/11 has helped me sort of be quite more open to the idea of all religions and not being able to sort of prejudge somebody based on that at all. Not that I necessarily did, but that's to an extent that I didn't think about that sort of stuff before. So since that major event, starting to realise that people aren't defined by a religion, and the idea that religion makes someone bad or good. So
for you to go to heaven, obviously you couldn't have sinned in your life, or if you have sinned, you've had to seek forgiveness by God and get his forgiveness for you and your actions. And I feel like if you have sinned and you haven't gone to like a priest, or you haven't gone to church regularly, and you're not asked for God's forgiveness, then you will go to hell. But if you've done like good things and bad things, I feel like you're definitely in the middle, and God will decide that on the day of judgment. He will decide if you go to heaven or hell or not, and that is down to him. But he will reflect on the fact that if you have forgiven like your sins and you've accepted that you've done wrong and you've paid your price, then obviously you're going to go to heaven and you're going to be with all the good people. Whereas if you haven't done that, then you are going to pay the consequences that you should have paid when you were alive.
So, as a Muslim, I do believe in life after death, and I've looked into this as well. I've read some literature on this, and I believe once I pass away, that I will come back, but it will be on the day of judgment. So I wouldn't actually come back to earth in a different form. So I would, once I pass away, I would be judged on my good deeds, and I'd be punished on my sins. Hopefully not a lot. And then hopefully go to heaven.
So I believe I fall under the agnostic, that I believe that perhaps there is some kind of higher being and power, this idea of fate and karma, the idea that the actions that we have these consequences, and it all helps kind of make everything, the world go round, and chaos and order sorts itself out. But I don't believe that there is a God, and I don't believe there is an afterlife.
This is my religion, the agnostic point of view.
This is my religion, Christianity.